G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You already know from the title and the thumbnail what I'm going to be talking about today. Epic just vaulted the Recon gun and the railgun from the competitive playlist. A lot of people really like this. The tweet announcing it has over 20,000 likes, but a lot of people, including myself sadly, are actually pretty unhappy with it. I just want to make this clear. I don't think the Recon gun or the railgun should be in the game at all in their current form. Maybe just in pubs, but not in competitive. But that doesn't mean they should just be vaulted. I don't like this new mentality from Epic we've seen the last few seasons of adding things to the game, or they're broken, they don't work. Let's not adjust them. Let's not balance them. Let's just vault them. Because we've now gone from last season into this season. And what have we had added? The UFO, vaulted. The railgun, vaulted. The Recon gun, vaulted. We now have the only mythic boss, vaulted. We had the new assault rifles that no one really uses. They're just worse Stark rifles. We had the new alien SMGs. Again, no one really uses them. We had Launchpad. I'll give you that. The Launchpad is a fantastic addition to the game. That alone does change the competitive meta quite a lot and has pros really happy. And I think a lot of my complaints are coming from an arena side of things, a bit more of a fun side of things. I think tournaments in this season are going to function really well. I would like them to still have a few more fun items and a few more mobility, especially with major map changes, but I've talked about that. Please, major map changes have to be coming. They just genuinely have to be at this point. But competitive looks all right. I guess I'm looking at things more from an arena perspective. Just everything that was added was removed. We had the snipers added, but we've had them before. And now without the Recon gun and the railgun, I was watching scrims today and I was watching the UEFA Cup on OCE. Literally everyone is carrying sniper rifles. There's no harpoons now, so there's nothing to fill that slot. It's either assault rifle shotgun with triple meds, or it's assault rifle shotgun with either maybe peppers, but they're hard to find, and a sniper rifle. To me, that is not a fun meta. That is not an exciting or new meta, and that's what I've been asking for. So if you disagree with me, I fully get it. I understand why comp fans really like this more plain meta, but I think this is the season where it's gonna get boring. I genuinely think after 2 and now 3 seasons with a really simple comp meta with no really fun items, it's gonna get boring, especially in arena, and that's kind of the angle I'm coming at things from. I don't want you guys thinking I'm just being super negative and today's video is just going to be me complaining. It's not. I made a few tweets today talking about how I wasn't happy with this change. A lot of people agreed with me. A lot of people disagreed. And I did see a few people saying, oh, stop complaining. You're always complaining. I genuinely don't feel like I am. I feel like when I have something wrong with the game, I try to come with solutions. I made a video a few days ago talking about how the Recon gun and the railgun could be balanced because I know versing them in their current form was not fun. I talked about a few different changes. I think the Recon gun could only have maybe 3 or 5 uses. It doesn't have to be as wide. Maybe it only pulses once or twice. Instead of marking somebody's whole body, it just puts a diamond above their head. I think those changes would have been great. I genuinely think the Recon is a fun, interesting item if you nerf it and you balance it and then put it back in the game. The railgun, on the other hand, yeah. I don't think the railgun should be in competitive. It's a bit of fun in arena, but it should not be in tournaments, especially when you can run 2 or 3 of them in 3, 2, 1. Maybe as a mythic, but even then, I get the railgun. I guess I was more upset about the Recon gun because I genuinely think there's a lot of really easy ways to balance that gun. Maybe it's causing server lag. Maybe there's another reason why Epic doesn't want it in the game. I just look at what we've got from the last 3 metas in a row, and we're basically back to the exact same meta. There's a few small additions. The main new POIs we got were only really good because of the rail and the Recon gun. If you go the IO drops now, there's a few henchman chests that mostly just drop you the new blue ARs because they can't really drop anything else out of them. You got a bit of extra shield and you have a permanent launch pad. But then you've got to fight people while hearing bom, 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 bom. And then you've got IO guards hunting you down. Like, they're not fun anymore because you don't even get the good items out of them. All you get is a good vehicle, which you can just nab on any rotate through anyway. So that's where a lot of my frustration is coming from. And I wanted to make that clear as well. It's just because I want some fun stuff added to the game and kept in the game. Competitive fans love this season right now. And I genuinely, from watching scrims, from watching tournaments, there's a few things I'd like to see balanced, like the slurp, the chug cannon. I feel like if you get one of those right now from a llama, which is just pure RNG, your chance of winning goes up just ridiculously. And I don't know whether that should be the case. Some people really like it. It does mean there's like 4 or 5 of them floating around almost every game, which is leading a lot of really good games just to go to heal-offs, which some people like heal-offs, some people don't. In trios, though, it's going to be crazy. If teams get a hand on the chug cannon, which is just even better in trios, their chance of winning is just going to be ridiculous. So there's other things I'd like to see maybe adjusted in the meta. I just would like to know if the railgun or recon gun is going to come back, or do we only have the two? These are the only two new things in the game right now. Right now, when you look at it, like the AR, Sloan's AR and those Pulse ARs, they're basically Stark rifles. We've had those before. The new laser beam SMG, I guess, is new. Maybe if they adjust that or make it a little bit more viable, that could be fun. Launch pads we've had before. The UFOs we haven't, but they were taken out. So the three new things that were added this season to make the game different in any way from the last few years are now gone. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe it's just me who's a little bit kind of burnt out on the exact meta we've been playing. So I don't want to just be coming at this from a completely pessimistic, negative angle. I think a lot of it is due to the preseason. I've talked about this before. That first week or two to just jump into arena and just mess around with all the stupid things in the game, railgun people through walls, recons, all that fun stuff. Like, remember the season when boogie bombs came back a few seasons ago? It was a joke. You threw 10 of them, you'd make someone dance for 2 minutes, then one pumped them in the head with a spaz. It was terrible, but it was a bit of dumb fun, and I enjoyed doing that for a week or two, and then as the season kind of kicked off, FNCS kicks off, Cash Cups kick off, okay, I've had my fun. Let's start getting into, you know, a bit more of the serious gameplay. We didn't get that this time around. Maybe you guys did because you're in different regions, and maybe just because I'm in OC, I didn't get that, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit more upset about it. I want to know if you guys agree, though. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think the Recon and Railgun should have been taken out? Do you think they've been balanced? Are you happy with the season? Once tournaments start back up, like we got UEFA Cup on at the moment, solo qualifiers, then FNCS All-Stars, that will make me have a lot more fun, and watching the competitive meta right now is quite enjoyable. Launch pads are enough to make it feel fun, but if we had some balanced form of the Recon and maybe a bit of other mobility, maybe some map changes, I think it would be a lot fresher and a lot more enjoyable. I know we keep hearing about leaks that new map changes are coming, and Hypex is talking about it. I've made videos on it. Epic, you know, we have Mark Rain talking about it. I'm excited for that, but I just want to know when. Maybe I'm just getting a little bit angsty. Maybe I need to take a step back, just chill out for a little bit. But waking up to the news about that did upset me a little bit, and I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts because I put it out there on Twitter. Some people really agree with me. Some pros are really, really happy about it. Some pros absolutely love it. But I did get quite a few pros and big names in the community that are worried, like I am, that if we keep going down this route of just adding things, then removing them, the game is eventually going to get to the point where it is going to be boring, and it could lead to the decline of Fortnite. They are still in pubs though, so maybe this is that big divide between competitive and then casuals, where if you want to have those fun items, go play pubs. I just can't play without Siphon and Matt farming. I genuinely can't. That could just be a me thing. I just don't find it anywhere near as fun, especially with AIs in the game as well. So I don't know. I don't think there's any way to get a pub meta, an arena meta, and a comp meta, because I know you have to play scrims on the arena game mode, but maybe there's like a locked playlist that you can queue up for scrims in that's going to be tournaments, and maybe arenas a little bit different. Am I crazy there? Again, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with solutions and not just be that guy who's complaining, because I think what I want is possible, and I think there's enough people out there who agree with parts of what I'm saying, maybe not all of it, but so far from what I wanted this season to be, we've gone the complete opposite direction. We had no map changes, we had a preseason, and all the fun things that have been added are now taken out of arena. So just to explain why I'm a bit upset right now. I still find it crazy that you guys really enjoyed these videos of me just giving my opinion, but don't worry, obviously with tournaments starting back up right now, I'm going to go back to covering a whole bunch of competitive news. I am going to do that solo FNCS drop spot video in the next few days, but we have the qualifiers coming up, so with all that and with everything else going on, I might not have enough time to make the video first, and once we get the 10 qualifiers in, I can do the whole map breakdown, so we'll see. But over the next few days, with tournaments back, I'm super excited to start making some news, because I know with solos and a few days of them, there is definitely going to be a bit of drama. There's going to be some news. There's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe when the competitive season kicks off properly, I'll feel a bit better about the game. I just genuinely don't want you guys to think I'm just being overly negative. I still love Fortnite, and it's because I love it so much that I get upset when I just think it's going in a direction that's unhealthy, but I could be completely wrong. So I guess we'll see. But that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.